Once again, my phone strikes. I originally planned a little intro showing the broken models, but my phone decided I didn't need to upload it to Google Drive, and so I can't show you the models. But what I can show is this image. Alright, now this is a kit bash, but this is also an update to my list, so stay tuned while you watch this video for my updated list. For the first kit bash, I wanted to make a spotter for my mortar team. It's only 10 extra points and can allow me to deploy my mortar or artillery in cover. But before I record, I got a little too excited and started disassembling him. So to make up for it, I'm going to show you guys me taking off his head. Wow, that's a really good angle past me. And there we go. Now that our bloodlust is dealt with, we can now start. For the first few bits, I used the new head so I can tell where to put the binoculars. I thought about giving him the goggled head, but decided against it, so I used a cigar smoking head as a replacement. And since this was an old model, I carved away the little dip to make more room for the head. Then I used the binocular piece from the old K-47 starter box and glued it to the left arm that reached the face using the head for a reference to glue it on at the right angle. For the right arm, I thought about having a regular arm with no weapons and try to put a weapon on his side like a carbine or a Garand, but decided to use a pistol bit from the 2nd edition starter set using an arm with a cigar. I cut away at the hand before gluing on the pistol bit and raised it up to the spotter's helmet to make it look like he was ready to defend himself from any opponent. This was the longest kit bash in this video, from having to find bits that fit and also gluing my fingers together on multiple occasions, but I think it turned out great. But let's get on to our second kit bash. For my second kit bash, I wanted a BAR gunner, but after inspecting the sprues, I had none left over from when I built my army over 3 years ago, so I tried to make a Polish automatic rifle or the RKM WZ-28, or just a European flavored BAR. But then I thought, can't I just make an obscure American weapon that was also automatic, and I had just the weapon in mind. The Hyde 44 carbine. I don't know why it's called carbine when it's clearly an assault rifle. That's like calling the STG 44 the carbine 44. But anyway. I made this obscure weapon by using the stock and trigger end on a Thompson SMG, then using a carbine bit from the K-47 box, I clipped off the magazine and receiver, then glued it to the end of the SMG bit. To extend the barrel and give it some thickness, I used the spear bit from the Deus Vu Teutonic Knights kit and glued it on. Then for the end of the barrel, I used the Springfield bit from the K-47 box, then glued it on the end. And for the left arm, just a regular left arm. This was my quickest kit bash by far, and I think I did a really good job on replicating the hide. Now, if you want to know how I paint these guys, watch my video on painting American GIs. And with that, let's have a look. This was by far my most fun kit bash I ever had. It was less frustrating than the previous one from last year, but hey, new year, new kit bash I suppose. I had recorded this back in January, but I had some troubles with pet matters, so I had to stop making this video to help out. But I'm back, and with 2 new models for my list. And speaking of list, now, I realized I had too many points for my bolt action list, once again being a first timer making rookie mistakes as usual, so I had toned down the list, removed some things, and ratified others. I added the new BAR gunner to the squad with the single one, had given the mortar team their spotter, had upgraded my M20 to an M8 Greyhound, and promoted my platoon commander to a company commander. His buddies are still with him, so he won't be feeling lonely at the top. I have removed the forward observer and the M4 Sherman. The observer might come back, but the Sherman probably won't. I could try to make a list that includes Shermans, but I'll figure that out later. Why I chose to remove the Sherman and observer was because the spotter and the medium mortar team allows me to bring fewer order dice, and with the upgraded M8 and 2 bazookas, I don't believe the Sherman will be needed. But hey, I could be wrong again, who knows? Now, that brings my total list to 1,180 points with 11 order dice, a little under 1,250 and a little over 1,000. I could add another or a few more weapon teams. I'm already making an engineer platoon using some shotgunners for my flamethrower team, and preparing my list for Conflict 47. I posted a list I made to the Project Conflict 47 Discord and got some pretty good tips for my lack of Rift Tech units, and I'll post a video on that list shortly. But anyways, If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments, and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this one. And with that, I hope you enjoyed and have a great day and or night. Goodbye.